can give and take every day. Yesterday, I had a breakfast with one family of the Manhattan Church. This couple, as you know, Job and Ayako Heller. Yeah, and our Reverend Heller, still very strong, more than 80 years old. Can you imagine? You look at his face, not look like 80 years old. He looks so young, man, young soldier, right? And Ayako is really working so hard and then, translate, every day. Thank you so much for your couples, incredible and beautiful dedication. Today, I'd like to talk about God's ideal family and the kingdom of the peaceful ideal, World 1 from True Mother's Anthology, Volume 2. Let's start. But the United States spent about $200 billion on the war in Iraq over the course of the 3 years from 2003 to 2005. That budget would be more than enough to complete the Bering Strait project. Why do we have to continue with the foolish atrocities of throwing so much money into wars where we die and kill each other? My brothers and sisters, True Mother said, now is the time, as the prophet, Isaiah taught, to beat our swords and into plowshares and our spears into pruning hooks. Now the time has come for the countries of the world to pool their resources and advance toward the world of the peace desired by God, who is the master and parent of this great universe. If everyone in the world knew that the fundamental truth of the universe was to exist for the sake of the others, and we put that into practice, how peaceful would the world be? That's why I really love our true parent's philosophy. His main philosophy is what? Living for the sake of others. Everybody have the concept and the philosophy, living for the sake of others. Put God first, put others first, put my wife first, put my husband first, put others first. If we have this kind of concept of the philosophy of the living for the sake of others, this is the only way we can create world peace. However, many people do not know this philosophy. The fall is knowing only about oneself, right? And one's own family, and thinking about the interests of one's own country. The fall is always self-centered. On the contrary, heaven is all. How can we educate all political leaders, NGO leaders, religious leaders? Really the main philosophy. So why we have to live for the sake of others? Because only love can come from other partner. You cannot create love and joy and happiness by your own self. Love cannot only comes from others. That's why I don't have any choice. I need to live for the sake of others, right? Without living for the sake of others, you cannot get any happiness and joy. If you just for your own self, maybe temporarily you feel a little bit satisfied, but cannot last. Wow, this amazing universal principle. God have that kind of philosophy. If you really understand the philosophy of the living for the sake of others, really, we can create individual peace, family peace, we can create a tribal peace, national peace, world peace, right? This is important. How we educate them? If the main political leaders in America, including president and all the congressmen, need to know this philosophy, truly, America need to live for the sake of the world, serving 200 nations. You see? That's why we honor that if we really live for the sake of others, anyone, any nation can become center. One who live for the sake of others, the other one can become the center. This is an important principle, my brothers and sisters. Living divine principle. Today, eschatology 3, the completion of God's purpose of creation, and human form, which is that. Perfection. What is the determine of the ownership? And my ownership is determined when I fulfill my portion of responsibility. Do I belong to God, or do I belong to Satan? Know that your ownership is determined according to the fulfillment of your portion of responsibility. In order for me to become God, I need first to have absolute conviction that the relationship between God and me is that of parents and child. When the fact that God and I have a parent and child relationship finally settled, order is being established. From there, the order of the relationship between subject partner and object partner will unmistakably be settled. This means that subject object partner relationship, that God is the parent and I am his child will be established. It also means that human beings are the owners of the all creation, and all creation can be dominated by human beings as their object partner. Therefore, in order for this parent-child relationship to be established, human beings must fulfill their portion of responsibility through the growth period. If cannot possess God's love, then we cannot even become God's children or even the Lord with dominion over all creation. That's why we human beings need training. The training to love nature is to love people. And the training to love people is ultimately to love God and experience His heart. And Father's explanation is very clear here. Well, for what reason do we love nature? To love people. For what reason do we love people? To love God. Or therefore, what reason do we love God? Is in order to have the decisive power of the ownership. And next content. Love nature in the position to us to live together with nature. There is a reason we must love nature. While loving nature, we live, representing God as the second creators, with the heart of the completing all things by growing and then touching them with our own hands. Okay? So, as a co-creator, as a farmer, when you touch the, anything, all things, then you need to think that through my touching, really everything can be complete. So this is the co-creator. That's why when you touch each one of the item of the all things, then can make it like that, can make complete. We need to have that kind of the attitude, and participating as a co-creator on IQ rather than EQ, right? Many people, you are really excellent brain, and then you are doctor degree or master degree, and many people judge according to the standard of the IQ. However, true Father said that in the kingdom of heaven is EQ, emotional Q, quotient is more important. And we need to develop a level higher than EQ to develop to our heart, quotient, and we can say a heart Q. So how can we develop the level of our heart more than IQ? more than EQ. That is our goal, my brothers and sisters. And today's youth ministry, what is your mission? So let's start.
What is your mission? What is your life centered on God's will?
Yeah. Do you all have the sense of the mission that God called you? If you have the sense of the mission that God called you, your mission on what you must do will become clear. The reason God called you all is undoubtedly because He desires for you to know that He has a wish. So, those who have a sense of a mission that God has called them can never live by their own wishes or desires. You need to move according to the wishes of the one who called you. Therefore, you all need to know the will, wish, circumstances, and the heart of God who called you. If this sense of mission or a sense of duty becomes clouded for even a moment, you become just like a secular people. Why do you think God called you all to the Unification Church and blessed your family? Finding this out clearly is each one's mission. When you know your mission right, you will have the vision to fulfill that mission. You will have the values centered on the will, and your sense of the mission will become clearer. That's why always I'm asking myself, why True Parents sent me to America? Why? No, America, what should I do? What's the role of America? Why God chose America as the second Israel? Why this country become Christian country? Why? What's the mission of this country? What should I do? Why Japanese missionary come to the America all the way from the Japan? What is their mission? Always need to ask God's calling. You always need to ask yourself, what is your mission? Whenever you ask your own self, what is your mission? Why God is calling me? Then your purpose, you stay here, is very, very clear. The purpose of the America's existence is very, very clear. That's why you need to often ask, why did God choose you all? What's the difference between those who were chosen and those who were not chosen? People who were chosen know that they have the wish of the one who chose them. And people who were not chosen wonder about without knowing what they have to do. Did you choose your spouse as your partner because you wanted to? No. The reason you met your spouse is because there is the wish of the one who blessed you. That's why you need to unite. Who called you? Who sent you here? You came here not by your own motivation, by your own desire, right? Who called you? Who chose you as the blessed family? Who gave you blessing? You need to know that who called you. This is very important. When you know about the who called me, then your mission is very, very clear. And then you need to know, then automatically you can know that what to do, where to focus on. That's why do not forget your mission. Why God called you. There's a clear reason why God called each one of the human beings. Someone is a businessman and an ocean providence. Someone is really a full-time member. Someone is a church leader, and someone become professor. God, there's a reason why God called you to become teacher and professor and businessman, ocean providence, and full-time member. There's a clear reason why God called you. Did you decide on your own to go the way of God's will? You are the one who decided, oh, I need to go to God's will. Actually, God called you. You did not receive the blessing and get sent to your spouse or family because you wanted to, right? You choose your spouse by yourself. Most of them choose by true parents, right? Then you need to know that why true father choose my spouse. Why true parents gave me blessing. You need to always ask why. Then you can understand your mission very clear. As long as our mission is clear, then we can set up very clear and vision and goal. Therefore, to fulfill your responsibility, you need to know the wish of the one who sent you. That's why you cannot decide by yourself. You need to know that, God sent you. He has desire. He has his wish. Why he called you? That's why I cannot decide my own way. I cannot decide my purpose of my life because God sent me. That's why I need to know why. Why he sent me. Why he chose me. Why he calling me. Then, if you ask many times from bottom of your heart, and then God tell you clearly, what should you do? Even though you are second generation, 10 years old, 19 years old, and then you ask God, Heavenly Father, what should I do? What is my mission? Okay? Why you ask me to born as a second generation? What should I do? Which way is happy? Which way is your desire, your wishes? Why you choose me as a second generation? You need to ask. Ask God. Then, if you really sincerely ask from bottom of your heart, and then Father said, between 16 to 24 years old, God clearly tell you what to do, which area you need to focus on. But you still not clear answer from God between 16 to 24 years old, then Father said, your alignment is not clear. Your faith is unstable. Your relationship not so great with God. As long as you have very clear alignment with God, and then God tell you which way you need to go, which major you should do, which major you should focus on. God tell you very clearly. Why is it very blur and unclear, like cloudy? Because your alignment is not clear. Your mission is not clear. But if you really sincerely ask, then God tell you what to do. Even daily schedule, even weekly schedule, even monthly schedule. Our church need to go where? Heavenly Father, what do you wish? You need to ask Heavenly Father, our Clifton Church, our New Jersey Church, where to go, what to do, centering on current situation. How to do? You ask God. He has his own way. God has wish. He knows idea and desire how to do it. That's why God is our answer. He has wisdom how to break through. That's why you need to kneel down and you need to pray about it. Next.
Knowing God's wish.
You all must know that there is clearly the will of the one who sent you when he chose and blessed you, send you to your spouse family. And you must take responsibility for it. Sometimes you are struggling with your spouse. Then ask, Heavenly Father, why I have to be responsible for this guy and this woman? Sincerely ask. There is a reason, by your, maybe many ancestral reason, all kinds of reason. God knows. God knows why he chose your spouse like that. God knows very, very well. That's why you fundamentally ask God. You know? Because you do not choose blessing by yourself, right? We are just following the God's will. We are following God's calling, right? That's why you need sincerely ask and God give you answer. Why true parents send Japanese members to America? Why did the true parents send American and European members all across the world to become missionaries? Your sense of the mission will become clearer only when you clearly identify the motive of the one who sent you. If this becomes clouded, you must become unenlightened. Simply receiving the blessing is not only thing that is important. The mission we must fulfill after receiving the blessing is more important. We always need to meditate on the wish and motive of the one who sent and blessed us. God and true parents have a wish for you, right? God and true parents have a wish in sending you to your spouse or family, as well as in sending you to the place you currently work in. Why God asked me to do this job, ocean projects, or business area, or this and that? You need to ask God. There's a reason. In particular, international couples must think about this well. Why did true parents form pairs between enemy nation and send you to your spouse family? There is a clear mission in that. When God and true parents send you somewhere, there is an unmistakable mission in that. If I am always conscious about my mission, I can be clearer on my motive for starting off. In fact, if you know it, every human being has been called by God actually. Each of the human beings, every human being has been called by God. The most fundamental reason why God called us is that God's calling and hope for us is that we become true children. We need to become real sons and daughters. This is the first step. Secondly, and growing. And we have to be a true brothers and sisters. And finally, we need to marry. And we need to become true husband and wife, right? And then after giving birth to babies, and ultimately, we become true parents. You need to know that it is meant to be. No matter what I do or what responsibility I take, I must not lose my mission that heaven's desires. That's why your motivation has to be very clear. Why God is calling me. Okay? Why God is calling me. What is my mission? You need to ask often. Then automatically you have a more closer relationship with God. And your mission is more clear. And your motivation is very clear. You need to know that God's calling why and why. Then our purpose of life is very clear. More power, more vision, and more your strength to go forward. Today, I talk about what is your mission. Thank you very much.